When you feel like you're nothing, but you wanna be something. Yeah. Well, all you really need is hope. I just want you to trust me if you wanna be something. That's right. Let's go. Yeah. When you feel.
Hello everyone, and welcome to what is apparently a rematch. I am excited to see how this one plays out. Welcome everyone. I was about to warn about that. I do have a slight cough going on today, so please bear with me with that. And we should be having everyone pretty soon. Still waiting on the teams at the moment, but this is... Sorry, apparently my girlfriend is having a hard time tuning in. I don't know. Something's going wrong. Unfortunately, I will have to leave her to handle it herself if things are out. The Twitch app costs money? I didn't think the Twitch app cost money. There we go. I will let her handle it. No, it is not Dive. Did that not... That did not update. Thank you. There we go. We should be good now, though. I think we're still waiting on the teams. Yep. All right. Cool. Thank you very much, Prostman Pat, for that catch. Usually, I've been better about catching that, but for some reason, yeah. I did change the name of the stream, though, right? I have been forgetting to do that. Yeah, cool. We're good! Anyway, like I said, we are waiting on some of the teams, so I'm just gonna do what I can to buy us some time. So, this is a Div E match, which means we are likely going to see some very unusual plays. But from what I gathered... There she is! I don't know why it's GS instead of GA, but... Welcome, Gamer Girl 14. Welcome to the stream. You seem to have figured it out. Unless for some reason that is not actually you, which would be weird. Gnolls are favored because they have the power of the beehive. Bayhive. Is one of their members Bayhive? That is a cool name. Nope, does not look like that's one of the people. Aw, that would have been such a cool name. So we should be good to go soon. You know, I don't see any name that's close to it, but they are very heavily favored. But from what I gathered, FF and the Pancakes actually won the last time this was a matchup. So, wait, we're having some... Okay, there's some bitrate dropping. Are we good? Do I need to restart the stream? I can try and restart the stream if we're having issues. Twitch side doesn't say we're having issues. My client side says we're having issues. If we're having issues, just let me know, and I will figure it out. Let me just double check. Make sure we are good to go. I still do not see the invite. There we go. Wait, people call Beyonce Bayhive? Since when? That's not a thing I'm familiar with. That's very new. That is very, very new. That's maybe not new, but Not something I was aware of. To be fair, I'm not a pop culture expert. Actually, probably should stop the recording. So, this is Beyonce Gnolls versus FF and the Pancakes. FF and the Pancakes, Beyonce won the coin flip and decided to go for first pick. FF and the Pancakes then bans out Valskaya as well as Alterac Pass, two fairly big maps. And Beyonce decides to ban out Brax's Holdout and Garden of Terror, both of which sounded like they were targeted. Meanwhile, FF and the Pancakes decide to take us to Sky Temple, a very comfortable map, or a very large map. Not necessarily comfortable. Ban's already moving pretty quickly, though. Varian ban, as well as an Orphea ban on both sides while I was going over that. Not more than a few seconds before those happened. And the Zeratul! Not to be expected at this level. Like, Zeratul is usually something you'll see at higher divisions. Dukop ban, though. Very common, very common. And Johanna first pick. If she's not banned, you'll usually see her first picks down at this division. Not sure what we'll see. Ragnaros. That's unusual for this map. Okay. Color me intrigued. Mods, if one of you is here, if you could set up the poll. I mean, not poll, the prediction. Yeah, set it to like 2 minutes, something like that. That way there's time for the draft to finish up. I'm very curious about these drafts already. Johanna, Rhaegar, Falstad, kind of usual. Falstad's a little weaker on this map, but still not bad. But Ragnaros Abbey. Ragnaros Abathur. Pancakes has a Zeratul play. Oh, Pancakes has a Zeratul play. Okay, yeah, no, that's a ban out right there. May Malfuria. So we've got what looks to be a very combo-orientated team comp. I'm not sure where the Abathur comes in. Illidan? No, Illidan's got banned out. I know yeah. You might have actually been talking about the ban. I'm really not sure. I've not been selecting heroes. I really don't know what's going on. Like, still a little unusual of a ban. Falstad. I don't have time for the Samuro. Okay. Well, go ahead and put out your predictions, guys. It's gonna be a very interesting one to say the least, that's for sure. So I guess we're just going full macro focus on the side of FF and the Pancakes. Definitely could work. Definitely. I need to turn off that app while I'm casting. Hat Sam is rough, to be fair. But I feel like they're not going to win a single objective with this comp, which could be their plan. They could, like I said, just be going full macro. But, I don't know, I feel like they can deal with a Hat Samuro, especially since it shows who the real one is. Either way, let's go ahead and get into this. I did not select the characters fast enough, so we'll do this the old-fashioned way. So, on the left side, we have Beyonce Gnolls with, Opates on Rhaegar, Ramsey on Rexar, The on Tychus, Babuski on, I believe that's the Johanna, and Combinoric on the Falstad. These names are going to be the death of me. Meanwhile, on the right side, we have FF and the Pancakes with Stampy on Samuro, Mr. Mr. Swee, I guess? I don't know. I think that's... Yeah, that's the May. Courtney on Malfurion, and Grumpy Kitten on the Ragnaros, with the captain sitting behind Fort XYXGY on the Slug. Abathur. They love layering their combos like a stack of hotcakes. Makes sense. Does seem like we've got a macro focus going on. Everybody kind of in their own lane. The bear does go down in almost less than a minute. I really don't know how to cast this match. I'll just try and call things as I see them. So Samuro will be getting the camp about on time, a little late, but they did gank the bear. XP advantage is in favor of Beyonce, which does not bode well for the plans of, or the seeming plans of FF and the Pancakes. Both sides are now on their camps. Samuro should be done, yep, in just a second. And about at the same time, Beyonce Gnolls are done as well. I feel like we're going to be seeing a 4-man rotate coming from Beyonce Gnolls, but potentially not. It is an E-build Ragnaros, so that's going to be fairly high mobility with a bit of support at the sacrifice of a bit of sustain. XP advantage is still in favor of Beyonce Gnolls. Grumpy Kitten staying a little past their due date here. Not a whole lot going on. Like, I really don't know how to cast this, I'll be honest. All lanes are getting soaked. Hopefully things will get a lot easier for me to cast as the objective comes up. Flap the Jack. So we've got some FF and the Pancake fans. I saw a few of the prediction points going over to Beyonce Gnolls. I haven't seen a whole lot of chat talking about it, though. Root does not find the Falstad. Never mind, it does find the Falstad. Now, with these camps picked up, Abathur can continue to push this bot lane a little bit during this objective, which means the longer it goes, the more beneficial it is for FF and the Pancakes. Falstad taking a fair amount of free damage right now. Not a whole lot of aggression from either team right now, but May does slide in, losing a lot of health, does go down. Unfortunately, with 2 less heroes here. Just zoom in on the Awa. I suppose that's one way to cast. Not an effective way to cast, but Samuro will pick up this middle point, though. That is a front wall in favor of FF and the Pancakes. Top lane, a little bit more than just the front wall. That's... we'll call it 1/3 of a fort. However, Abathur will be able to heal that up as he did take Mule. So this is the thing that makes Abathur decent on this map. This little guy right here. Because he can negate the objective fairly effectively without burning any major resources. With him and Ragnaros, they can definitely stall this game out for forever. But the question is, can they use that stalling to in any way give them a win? Not a whole lot of aggression from either side, yet again. I mean, there's standard amount of aggression from the Red Guard. The camps should be up any second, so we'll probably be seeing some people rotate around to those. And we do see Beyonce Gnolls positioning for the invade here. Maybe not, though. Samuro has been off the map for a little bit now. I guess they're just going to take their own camp, potentially invade. We'll find out in a second. And it does look like there's going to be the invade. Stompy in a bit of danger, should be able to get out, but that camp is stolen. One of the things that is very important to note about this camp, it can attack this fort here without any contest. So it does need to be dealt with. Stompy taking a lot of damage to try and do just that. Not exactly a great position going into this next objective. This composition, like I said, allows them to stall quite a bit. And hopefully they'll be able to stay in this game going into level 10s. Sieging will begin, and the Ragnaros fort is active. Big stun onto the Rhaegar, but no route to follow it up, and not a whole lot of damage to follow it up. So the fort is taken care of. Lava Wave trying to potentially find a kill here. Falstad might be in danger. He does manage to evade the Lava Wave, but about half of this objective is already in favor of Beyonce Gnolls. Does look like FF and the Pancakes are just deciding to give this objective, trying to get more out in the map. Falstad should be able to keep this Samuro in check here. Abathur trying to stay out of vision. Little known fact, if I do recall, the shots onto the fort do reveal a short area around the fort. So Abathur could be potentially found out that way. Unfortunately, Ragnaros does go down in the bot lane, not able to get away from all of the entire enemy team, since the fort did go down. I'm very curious to see how FF and the Pancakes plays this out, because this is... They've actually successfully stalled a lot better than I would have expected, which means if their goal with Rag Abathur was to stall out this game, they are succeeding. So the question is, what are they planning to do with the time that they're buying? A little bit of zoning trying to get them off of that fort. Abathur should be able to save it for the most part. Falstad stacking potential off of Samuro. If he can find Abathur, he might just one-shot him safely. Yeah. That is an unfortunate situation here, where he is just stacking for days. Whatever plan they have to stall out this game is getting a little messed up thanks to the Falstad. Both siege camps will be picked up. And the third and, I believe, final scripted objective is coming up. Lava Wave should shut down this push in the top lane here. And it does. In fact, it kills a bear! Does anyone want roast bear? I'm sure Falstad will sell it to you. He's a pretty cool guy. Unfortunately, the bear kill does not get them much, as it will be available if they decide to do a team fight here. Looks like both teams, though, trying to ignore the top lane objective here and just focusing on this bottom lane. This will be a 3v4, though. Abathur clone is available. Big avalanche. Potential big root. Nope, must have been on cooldown. Unfortunately, the Mei does go down just a little too far from her team. They did successfully get about half of this objective, but the rest should take this fort, yeah, easily. It might even take top fort. No, it's not going to take top fort. Put a serious dent in it, though. However, top objective is still available and untouched by either team. Falstad in a bit of danger here. Gust does come out. That is a... Gust is a shorter cooldown than I thought it was. I was gonna say, that's a pretty long cooldown down, but it's not. It's just 6 seconds. And Felstad's back. Is numbers advantage in favor of Beyonce until that clone comes out. Felstad is in a lot of danger, though. The Misha Bear does save the Felstad here. Clone did come out onto the Ragnaros, spreading a bit of damage, trying to eat a fair amount of damage as well. Clone is dead, as is Malfurion, and Ragnaros is in a bit of danger here, as is May. And they will decide to back up and give this objective, as 16 advantage does come in for the Beyonce Gnolls.
The temple's magic subsides. Find something else to fight over.
To be fair, there's still quite a bit of macro left in this game for FF and the Pancakes to try and trade. Still not entirely sure what their goal is. I don't know if their goal is just not working or what. Lots of damage onto the Falstad, and he does go down. Unfortunately, was just a little too aggressive with that push into top lane. Front wall for Falstad, not really worth it when you're down, up XP. This camp should be picked up fairly safely. But Beyonce Gnolls are deciding to invade in this bot lane here. Trade pressure for pressure. Now, Abathur did go for the Locust Brood. That's going to be a lot of pressure that he can put pretty much anywhere on the map whenever he wants. Actually, yeah, he has gone the Locust build, so he is just going to try and pressure this map in the long term. That'll be a lot of pressure to deal with. Unfortunately, this map does not really do much about the pressure. Samuro did go Illusion Master, which is great fun. Haven't really seen him micro the clones, though. Yep, there's the Locust Brood. One death every 100 attacks for Falstad is fair? Yeah. Gust should be available for this if they want to win this boss. Avalanche does go out, not finding the Falstad. Gust comes out just a little too early. Emerald Dream successfully locking down the Falstad. Clone comes out as well. Joe in a bit of danger. Boss is in favor of FF and the Pancakes now. Johanna continues to be in danger here. Should be able to walk out, though, especially with some help from the Rhaegar. That is all of the ults down for the Gnolls, and Lava Wave is still available for the Ragnaros. Ragnaros clone taking a lot of tower shots there. Unfortunately, pushing with this boss is not entirely an option, as never mind. Probably still needs to be dealt with. Oh, the objective. I did not see this objective up. That makes sense. So this will equalize the pressure. This seems to be the type of situation that FF and the Pancakes was looking for. Unfortunately, with Clone down, they cannot compete with this, leaving half the objective for the opposing team. Samuro will be pushing the top lane, though, and Abathur will be pushing this bottom lane. Just all that pressure. That is a lot of pressure that needs to be dealt with. Not right away, but fairly soon. With the objective concluded, Gust does go down to try and save this fort. Not sure that was a wise move. 20 advantage is available for the Beyonce Gnolls, but not a whole lot they can do with it right now. This is still very much anyone's game. Unfortunately, it looks like the Beyonce Gnolls are planning to invade. Clone is available, but Samuro is not available, as he is in the top lane trying to secure the rest of that fort, meaning this is a free camp for the Beyonce Gnolls. At this stage, though, I don't really think it's worth much. Yep, just blown up. Bye-bye.
Red team is crushed.
That is the top lane fort taken care of, and Falstad is now the one running away from the Samuro. Lava Wave coming in. Samuro in a little bit of danger. Will pop his clones, but it's not enough as he does go down. Lava Wave coming in after his death. Keeping that pressure up. Here we go. Abathur and Mini Abathur. They're both going to stay top, even with the objective there. That's a little bit of a dangerous situation. Emerald Dream does save the Malfurion, almost killing the Falstad, too. Honestly, didn't think they'd be pushing this as far as they were. This camp should be dealt with by the catapult. Pew. Good fun. Anyway, the invade train does continue, as Beyonce Gnolls does pick up the Bruiser camp in the top lane here. And a Lava Wave taking care of the bot lane. As will Abathur. So now we've got the late game potential of a double Lava Wave and a, what is it called? Locust Nest? Yeah, Locust Nest Abathur. So is this what they were planning for? If so, honestly a little surprised they managed to make it to that point. And not a terrible idea, though, if you can get it to work. Misha will successfully stall out the point for just long enough for Falstad to come into the fray, but unfortunately there is not much that he can do. Lots of damage coming out, including a Abathur clone. Not really finding much, but the Misha Bear does go down, as does the clone. A bear for a clone, probably a fair trade in all honesty. Unfortunately, Falstad is in a bit of danger, but not enough damage to follow up. Unfortunately, the shorter range of FF and the Pancakes is causing them some difficulty here. However, this bot objective will be picked up. All the meanwhile, Tychus was just chilling in the top lane, taking that objective. His pressure will be dealt with, but I'm fairly convinced this front wall was taken in no small part to the Abathur push.
You have stolen enough of my temple's power.
The pressure continues to build.
War heroes.
Boss is available, though, and Clone is not. This is a very smart move by the Gnolls, assuming they know the Clone is down. I mean, they've got Gust anyway. It's a really smart move. Samuro, though, is taking the fort from behind. Lava Wave probably a little early. Gust does come out to try and stop the Samuro push. Abathur just chilling slightly outside of vision. Playing a dangerous game, my friend! And here comes the Lava Wave. The keep does go down, and Falstad almost joins it. This is even pressure, but the boss is in the lane. Ragnaros, though, should be able to eat a decent amount of damage before it is any significant threat. The Bridge of Death. The Bridge of Death. Unfortunately, there are no lava waves available at this time. May in a bit of danger and does go down, thanks in part to the boss. This is a very late game boss pushing on to a keep with very little in terms of defenses. Abathur clone trying to stall it out, but he does go down. And the mounting pressure continues into the bot lane. Emerald Dream will successfully save the Malfurion, most likely. He's not exactly in an ideal situation. However, with this damage going onto core, Gust coming out, I don't think they have enough boss clear at this stage. especially since Lava Wave is still on cooldown. And that will secure the game in favor of Beyonce Gnolls for game number 1. There we go. Pretty interesting game number 1. Definitely started to see what FF and the Pancakes was trying, but it didn't quite work. I will very quickly thank MI5 for the follow. Welcome to the community. Nice Gnolls GG's. Indeed. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Let's go ahead and say we won this. Update. And wait for the teams to figure out where we're going next. Welcome to game number 2 of Beyonce Gnolls versus FF and the Pancakes. FF and the Pancakes lost the coin flip, leading to Beyonce Gnolls picking first pick and banning out, I almost said the wrong maps, banning out Garden of Terror as well as Braxis Holdout. FF and the Pancakes then banned out Alterac Pass and Volskaya, leading to them picking Sky Temple for game number 1, which they unfortunately lost, and then they decided to go for first pick, leading to Beyonce Gnolls picking the map, leading us to Infernal Shrines. And the deja vu of the draft! You don't ask in the name, it's exactly what people think. Gotcha. We're gonna continue with not asking questions. They're gonna let the Zeratul? No, it was FF and the Pancakes that had the Zeratul. Right? So we're probably gonna see another Zeratul ban. And either Zeratul or Samuro. It's gonna be one of those two. Zeratul! Let's see. Do we see the instant lock Johanna? Probably. Probably a pretty darn instant lock Johanna. No? What are we gonna see for first pick then? Maybe a KT? Nope, Johanna. Going from playing Abathur to Johanna, are we, XY? That'll be interesting. Ah, the Stukov made it through this time around. And the Hogger pickup. See a lot of Hoggers on this map, trying to do the infinite bouncing thing. Honestly, not entirely sure how worth it is. And I'm not sure if we are actually going to be able to see it this time around. The Leoric pickup. And a Lucio. Maybe a dive composition going on? Probably not with a Johanna Leo. However, I will say, replace that Leo with an Anduin, and that draft looks eerily similar, right, Vane? Nazebo ban. Better ban Asmo. Does not look like we're going to see the Asmodon ban come out. I wonder if we'll see him. Not sure what we see for this ban either. I do see why you say that though, because this is a pretty fast map. And Asmo stops scaling at 16. what do we see? Most of the tanks are choked out. We see a Ragnaros! And a beetle. Interesting. Interesting. I just realized that's double offlaner. Unless this is a mage rag? Could be a meatball rag. Probably not, though. And Kel'Thuzad! Kel'Thuzad. Okay. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I have to wait for this to tick over for you guys. I really want to see some reactions for this. Come on, it's gotta hit the chat soon. Greymane. Makes sense. Makes sense. Nice, Vayne. Very nice. Gotta say, I'm a little surprised. Pleasantly surprised. But a little surprised at these drafts. They're both not what I'd expect to see from Div players. I don't know what to say. It'll be interesting to actually cast this time, though. I'll actually know what to say. Alrighty. Control Z, there we go. Alright, game number 2 of Beyonce Gnolls. I'm on the wrong screen. There we go. Of Beyonce Gnolls versus FF and the Pancakes. We have Bubinski on Anubarak. Opiates on Stukov.
The battle begins in
I locked to someone's camera. There we go. The on Ragnaros. Kombin Norik on Greymane. And Ramsey on Hogger. As for the side of FF and the Pancakes, we have Mr. Sui on Leo, Mr. G on Lucio, Courtney on KTZ, who am I missing? Stampy on Vala, and XY on Johanna. Instant blow up of the mid lane. Instant blow up. Thanks, Burst. Little bit of rotation disruption. Don't think they'll miss Soak here. Nope, does not look like they missed Soak. What does FF stand for? I forget. I think it's Frankfurters? Something weird. If they win, I'll ask in the interview. How about that? Siege camps will be being picked up a little bit past the 1 minute mark. Greymane absolutely decimating that camp. We do only see one... What even is the name of that quest? Blight. We do only see 1 stack of the Blight for the KTZ at the moment. There's 2. Or 3, rather. Root not finding anyone, but the Anubarak, the Beetle in danger, does manage to get away with a little bit of help from the Ragnaros. And this neutral camp will be picked up by FF and the Pancakes. Meanwhile, Leo is already beginning the double soak. This is going to provide a whole lot of pressure for FF and the Pancakes that they can just absolutely destroy in this bot lane. Instead, they're deciding to potentially gank the Greymane? Probably not. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. The right fort already popped. I seriously doubt that was intentional. I heard it. I didn't want to believe it. Either way, bit of damage onto the Johanna. The bruiser camp will be picked up just in time for the objective. That means it will have to be dealt with by the side of Beyonce Gnolls. Pancakes not quite positioning for the objective yet. Here we go. Now they're here. All of them. So this is a 5v3 currently. Big Stukov silence. Fair amount of damage onto the Leoric. Chains did find a target apparently. Root does get stuck onto the beetle. He's in a bit of danger, but he does manage to walk away. And the infinite spin is active for the Hogger. Not really finding a whole lot of damage, though. Courtney in a lot of danger, though. Greymane just trying to catch up. Will not successfully do so, though. Infinite Spin still going. Getting a fair amount of this objective. She's... are they just AFK? Leo will go down here. This has gotta be the most boring thing an offlaner can do. Like, I mean, just seriously. Are they even at their keyboard right? There we go. And, sorry, Beyonce Gnolls will pick up the first Punisher. I don't know why I find that so humorous, but hey. Nice bait over the wall. Johanna does take a bit of damage, though. Silencing Arm will slow down this clear. And there's not a whole lot of clear outside of Vala for this Immortal. However, it does not matter as the Immortal will drop very quickly. Bit of free siege damage going out into the top lane. That's a lot more blight stacks than I would have expected from that little maneuver. That was a long shot. Did successfully secure a whole 4 blight. Feel like he's a little bit behind pace, but should be... uh-oh. A little late for the invade. Big stun onto the enemy team. Stampy trying to shut things down. Fortunately, KTZ just not able to find his marks. Getting dodged out. No kills, though. However, mana on the side of FF is in a little bit of a short supply at the moment. But with that Leo double soaking, that's something that needs to be dealt with, and they don't really have the ability to deal with it. KTZ does now have his Glacial Spike. You're excited for this endgame, KTZ? I'm excited for the mid-game, KTZ. That level 10 that was almost a blind hook. That was almost a completely blind combo. Ah, just a little shy. Just stacking free blight stacks, that's gonna help a ton going forward. Almost 20 already. Level 10s basically simultaneously for both teams. Hogger will pick up his bruiser camp in the top lane. Not as important on this objective as it is going to be top lane. And here comes the lava wave, forcing Leo to react to it. A little too early. He probably could have catch mid soak. No, that fort's gone. Yeah, no, fort's gone. Ragnar's fort does get popped in the bot lane here. KTZ just a little too far away to find his combos. And there's the level 10. We'll be hearing that line a lot. That one too. Invade does go out onto the camp here. Hogger spinning, just not able to stay on the camp. He does go down, as does Greymane. That is 2 down going into the second objective. Ragnaros did manage to save the bottom fort, but all for naught as the invade was sniffed out and taken care of in short order. That does not bode well for this objective, and does give FF the opportunity they need to get in a really solid position. The only major downside for them, they are probably not going to be able to stack KTZ here. That is 2 forts down for Beyonce Gnolls. That is a fair amount of now passive XP going out for the Beyonce Gnolls. Does look like the 5v5 fight is going to be positioned for, but Ragnaros just a little too far behind. That is almost a complete objective. Big combo onto the Stukov, lots of damage. Unfortunately, Vala just a little too far away to follow up with that stun. However, this will be an FF in the Pancakes Punisher. I will try and stay unbiased, but I gotta say, I do like a good KTZ game, and that seems to be what we're getting at the moment. Big jump onto the, who does get blown up. Not a chance in hell to save him. That fort is gone. Absolutely gone. Question is, how much more does this Mortar Punisher get? This is a Mortar Punisher, which I believe is the one that scales harder. So this is fairly strong at this point. Nice combo onto the Beetle, who did not get the ability to burrow away. If he had his Blight, that would have been an absolute death right there. He's 5 stacks short, but as soon as those stacks come in, he will just start wreaking havoc. Just 5 more, that's all he needs. He is landing those combos fairly uncontested. Dude is not shy about pressing his R key, that's for sure. Bit of siege going on here. 2 more stacks left. Stukov in a fair bit of danger at the moment. Swipes do come out, successfully getting him out of that situation. But Cocoon is down. That is a pretty major ultimate down. Blessed Shield is also down, however. Burrow saving the Unubarak, as well as preventing the final stack required to the KTZ. And there it is. Blight is online. 10 minutes, 20 seconds, level 15 for both teams. And the KTZ is now a full-blown mage. Still not shy about pressing that R key. Unfortunately, Stukov does get caught by the combo. Not sure it was necessary, though. But there's no kill like overkill. And now the tables turn, as it is now FF and the Pancakes that are sieging into this fort. But once again, Ragnaros pops his trait, completely shutting down the advance. KTZ pressing. Dude's really not shy about pressing R. I thought he was going to do it one more time. That is a front wall down. Leo was not able to fully clear that camp. And is picked up a little before the objective. Objective should be announced pretty soon. Lava Wave will be going bot, providing pressure into, I'd say, the far lane, but it's not really that far. I don't know why I find it so funny that he's pressing R, like, constantly. It makes sense. It's a vision tool. It's disruption, like, and it'll be available by the time he wants to combo someone. Because, yeah, it's available now. There goes the Cocoon. Combo onto the Greymane, misses just barely. Entomb trying to save everyone, or I'm not sure what that Entomb was, I'll be honest. Velucio did pop his shield. Courtney in a little bit of danger here. Unfortunately, not going to be able to lock down the Hogger here. Beetle taking a lot of free damage there. Stampy in a bit of danger. That is pretty much the entirety of FF and the Pancakes. Way too low for comfort. Lucio trying to run for his life. And now it's Beyonce who's too low for comfort. Objective is still neck and neck. Hogger is asleep on the job. He's unstoppable. You can't combo him. He's unstoppable. Unfortunately, Valo will go down, and it looks like Beyonce is going to pick up this objective here. However, they will have to back up to take care of top keep. Looks like Greymane, though, is willing to give up that keep. This is a frozen Punisher. A very strong teamfight Punisher pushing into the mid lane here. Entomb does not find a target and does not get released fast enough for Leo to go after it. Oh, I was wrong. I confused which team it was that had this. I was very curious about what was going on. This makes more sense now. Uh-oh, that is now a short CD for the Ragnaros trait, but it means that is not going to be able to save the fort, nor is it going to be able to turn this fight, at least not yet. It did get stunned out. I'm pretty sure that's short CD. Combo does go out onto the Beetle. Lots of damage. My word, this KTZ is scary. Unfortunately, Vala was having to take care of something else, and the Beetle managed to walk away. However, these combos are absolutely starting to get into the head of Beyonce Gnolls. No question about it. And Uberak has to hold his burrow. He cannot use it for anything aside from dodging the KTZ combo, because otherwise he just gets comboed. And the siege will once again begin in this lane. KTZ combo not finding a target. Ragnaros not having to ult or trait to shut down this advance, though. Maybe? He does barely manage to save the fort. Big counter engage going out, but not finding a target. And the Ragnaros. I was confused too, not sure how Pancakes got that Punisher. Yeah, no, that was... They had to just, like, blow up a bunch of the monkeys out of nowhere. Invade going on from FF and the Pancakes. Entomb, and again, a weird direction. I don't know what these Entombs are aiming at, I'll be honest. Oh, come on, someone poke this. KTZ, just Q it. Just press Q. That works. I'm okay with that. A noob should have gone W build to mitigate the KTZ damage. I don't know. He seems like he's just kind of waiting out whatever it is. Like, it would have helped for sure, but I guess there's also multi-shot Vala. Lava Wave will be releasing some of the pressure in the bot lane here. Next objective is in the top lane. If FF once again pulls a Punisher out of their butt, they will probably win the game. This is the make or break Punisher, especially post-20s. KTZ once again not shying away from pressing that R key. They may actually just be saying screw the objective and going straight for this core. Nope. They're just forcing the disengage. A lot of catapults that need to be dealt with, and the objective is already about to be up. They're going to be a tad late. Oh, I forgot about the CDR. Yeah, if it has CDR on the W, then yeah. Ragnaros trait does come out, meaning as soon as this is over, it's going to be FF's opportunity to try and counter-engage. Cocoon gets blown up almost immediately. Stun not finding anyone. Big KTZ ultimate does get the reset. Health bar's low on all sides. Hogger does go down. Swipes trying to get the disengage going on here. And KTZ gets the big combo, taking out the Stukov, as well as securing the Ragnaros here. And they are deciding to push in towards core here. Not usually seen at this division. Usually people heavily focus the objective. Not quite going into the core. They do want Leo to finish up the objective. It should still get here before pretty much anyone who can keep Greymane alive to burn it. Oh no! Unubarak does manage to get out. Triple digits of health. Chain's not finding a target. He does get the reset though. Entomb goes out. Once again, completely blowing up the Anub. Greymane trying desperately to get out, but that is going to be a game number 3. My word. Okay, I need to turn off. Yeah, you. There we go. Maybe that's what's messing up with my stream. So, how much you guys want to bet that there's a KTZ ban in the next game? Because I'd bet it's pretty high. Alright. Let me just update that. There we go. Both teams probably just trying to recover right now, honestly. That was tough. That was a pretty intense game. Alright, so game number 3. Beyonce Gnolls, as has been established, won the coin flip. Why is it not? There we go. Won the coin flip, which decided to ban out Alterac Pass, as well as, sorry, wrong team, Braxis Holdout and Garden of Terror. FF and the Pancakes decided then to ban out Alterac Pass and Volskaya Foundry. They then took us to Sky Temple, which Beyonce Gnolls won. Beyonce Gnolls then took us to Infernal Shrines, which FF and the Pancakes won. And now FF and the Pancakes is taking us to Tomb of the Spider Queen. You're 38? Okay. I thought people were younger. My word, this draft is fast. The more I play NGS, the more I'm starting to think there isn't anyone under 30. I'm under 35. There we go. Sure, yes, I'm talking about the maturity of people on NGS. Anyway, the draft is basically exactly like it has been. Like, this is more or less the same, right? Stitches. Okay. Been a while since I've seen a Stitches. Food. They're messing me up. Oh my word, the clear. There is so much clear on this left side here. I am missing something in chat. I'm definitely missing something in chat. And Ramsey is on Nazebo. probably going to see the KTC ban. Ragnaros ban. Believe you guys were Bay Team Keck W. I'm not going to judge team names, but I'm going to judge that one. And there's the KTZ ban. Respect! Kinda wish I could see chat. Courtney is probably in tears. What do we see picked up here? Well, I've got to compete with all that wave clear. Phoenix, interesting. Ah, the other KT. I don't know. I don't have a clue what this draft is going to be here. I have no guesses. Anyone have any guesses? I'll know the actual answer before you guys say your guesses, but... Okay. Potential Bloodlust? Probably not. Why? Why does this team like the really high skill floor heroes? Like, this is not what I expect when I cast a TV match. I don't expect to see KTZs, Zeratools, Mayevs. I don't expect to see this stuff. Like, seriously. I'm kind of hoping FF wins just so I can have the interview with them. Like I said, this is not what I expect. Yep, you're right, Prost. Vayne, you did not start the prediction. Thank you. Alrighty. On to game number 3 in our best of 3 anyone's game. On the left side here, we have Beyonce Gnolls with Bupitsky on Johanna, Remzi on the Nazebo, the on Tassadar, Kumpen, no, Court, I'm pretty sure I've said that different every time. So Leo, Opiates on Rhaegar. As for the right side, FF and the Pancakes. Well, then redo it, Vayne. We have Courtney on KT, Stampy on Maiev, Mr. G on Phoenix, Mr. Swee on the Stukov, and who am I missing? I don't think I'm missing anyone. Okay, cool. Very early aggression going out here. And the wave is instantly blown up thanks to KT. So we do see a 4-man rotation. And Leo is not in the offlane? No, Leo's on that team. Actually, yeah, Phoenix is in the offlane. Interesting. Thank you, Vayne. You suck, but thank you. I mean it all in good fun. You do see the rotation down to the neutral camp in the bot lane here. XP is about equal despite the very bizarre rotations going on. No one seems to know what to consider the off lane. Oh, come on, we can't just have bets for Beyonce Gnolls over and over. Someone's got a bet for FF. Neutral camp was picked up by FF and the Pancakes. Lots of early aggression and major slows coming out. This is the Bruiser camp picked up almost immediately for the side of Beyonce Gnolls, but should get blown up fairly easily. When I play with Pancakes, I spend the entire Tomb game yelling at them to turn in gems. Yeah, no, that sounds stressful. Speaking of turning in, it does look like we have a bit of a turn-in going down in the bottom turn-in here. These waves are getting blown up, but the rotations are weird! I don't know how to watch these rotations. The Grumpy Kitten taking a bit of free damage. Should be okay, though. No one wants to play with Stitches. Why does no one want to play with Stitches? Bruiser Camp is pushing in the mid lane here. Task Wall goes down. Not really achieving much at this point. Just reminded him that the... Oh, I just remembered the double... Oh, big hook onto the Nazebo. Big tether onto the Nazebo, too. Ramsey in a bit of danger. Not enough follow-up damage onto him, though, as the KT abilities were on cooldown. Will cause Nazebo to back up. We'll check these. Naz is on pace for his stacking, but does not have that many frog hits. Turn-in is available for the Beyonce Gnolls, and will be available shortly for the side of FF and the Pancakes. That was interesting. If that pull actually worked, I would have screamed, enjoy! But it's still... Oh. Who turns in first? Who gets it first? And the Gnolls get the first turn-in. Turn-in is still available for FF and the Pancakes here. They did get most of their gems turned in, so they shouldn't be in too much danger here. Leo eating a ton of free damage in the top lane there. Big hook onto the Leo. Stun does not find him, though. We're probably looking at some sort of kidnap comp here. Wave getting absolutely deleted with the KT. However, this mid lane push is still going strong, and the wave does not hit Maiev. Just barely. Not a whole lot of structure damage, though. Bot lane is the only spider with some health left, and it should be cleaned up fairly easily. Especially if there's a full rotation onto this Leo. Leo does probably have his E available, so I doubt he's in any danger. E is down. Maiev in a little deep, does have her tethers, does get a pretty major pull into the KTQ. Lots of damage, but no targets. Oh no, Tassadar gets hooked! Leo in deep, though, almost secures the Grumpy Kitten. Everyone low, everyone running for their lives. Turn-in is very much available for FF and the Pancakes here. Staffy, a bit aggressive, does not have the leap, I'm pretty sure. Oh, there it is. Does not successfully dodge the spooky hand, though. We could potentially see a double turn-in from FF if they can pull this off. Double turn-ins are lethal. However, it does not look like they're willing to fight for the turn-in. They are slightly ahead in XP. Getting poked out constantly for these turn-ins. Fortunately, that is probably a dead Tassadar trying to get the poke, and he does go down. Toad's trying to buy some time and successfully doing so. There we go. There's the turn-in for FF and the Pancakes. 10s are available for both teams. Do we see anything unusual? Planet Cracker. We do not see the Gorge, so this is probably not a kidnap composition. Entomb does go out onto the Stukov. Warden Cage to try and counter it. Phoenix on top of the cage. Planet Cracker firing off, killing the Leo successfully. I stopped being able to breathe. Unfortunately, with Leo dead, that is a fair amount of the clear down, meaning that they will have to split up to try and take care of this objective. Leo does come back up in the middle of the enemy team, taking half his health instantly. Hook does find the Leo. No one expects it to. Black Hole goes out, finding only the Stitches. Shove goes out, trying to keep the Leo away from the spider. That is probably, yep, 3 front walls. Which does mean that this objective trade was in... Oh no! Entomb does lock down the Stukov. Ravenous Spirit does deal a lot of damage and does take him out. Mayav does not have a whole lot of health, but does have a whole lot of gems. Almost manages to get out. Courtney just trying to pick up those gems at this point, and does do so. This is a potential double turn-in. Courtney has a lot of gems. Not a whole lot they can do about it, though. Already having their... Oh. We're good. Does already have their... Man Addict? Yeah, Man Addict. Turn-in is almost available for the Gnolls. Hook not finding a target. FF and the Pancakes, though, really wants to get a turn, and the waves are already back onto their side of the map, unfortunately. But Tassadar, speaking of unfortunate, taking a lot of damage, does go down and burns the Sippy at the same time. Not the end of the world, but definitely not ideal. Hook does find, immediately after getting the quest completion, does find the Nazebo. Turn-ins available for both teams now. Leo trying to buy some time for his team. Not taking any damage, really. If Gnolls gets this turn-in, FF and the Pancakes are in serious danger just because of the sheer amount of gems they have on their person. But it does not look like they're going to get the turn... Oh, and they do! I thought that the gems were on Leo, for the most part. Though this is a turn-in, only one of the major gem carriers for FF and the Pancakes did manage to dump their gems. See, they won't turn in. Courtney in a lot of danger, popping the arcane barrier, does go down. Ravenous Spirit still going after the Stitches, who just is the Stitches. Shove on someone? Johanna. Firing her off into Narnia. Wave does go through, not killing, but dealing a lot of damage to FF and the Pancakes here. They will stay afloat. However, this is probably this top fort going down. I'm going to take a sip, because I don't think anything's going to happen. Yep, fort does go down. Objective should be cleared up fairly easily. That is a double fort going down, actually. Turn-in is still available for FF and the Pancakes. Lots of gems on Stitches right now. He is carrying basically his entire team's gems. However, Beyonce Gnolls is well aware of the fact that they want to turn in. Courtney is in a bit of danger. They do not jump on her. Plus, shield goes out, and Tomb does not lock down the Courtney this time around. Planet Cracker through the middle of the fight. Leo's the one to go down, actually. Courtney's still just chilling like a villain. Lots of damage going out onto both teams still here. Mayav in a bit of danger. Should be able to get away just fine, though. Courtney, though, not going to be getting away with that Ravenous Spirit on her. No such luck to get away twice. With 1 for 1, FF and the Pancakes might be able to get this turn in. kind of want to push up top lane first. And FF and the Pancakes does get the turn in. Leo is back to the fight, and KT is still probably 20-25 seconds away from being able to contribute to the push. Neutral camp was picked up. I did not see that getting picked up in the bot lane. That should help negate some of the push. And the focus of FF and the Pancakes is on this top lane right here. Fort's almost guaranteed to go down. It's just a question of how much else they get. No major plays from either team here. And they do walk away. Fort does actually survive. Instead, they're deciding to push this middle fort, probably doing a mirror of what their opponents did during their turn-in. Electric Fence does shut down the Stitches, who's in a bit of danger. Leo eats somewhere into the bottom lane. Warren's Cage comes out. Silence comes out. Planet Cracker comes out. Finding no one. Stitches goes down instead in the middle of the Warden Cage. A Reg for a Stitches. Not ideal. Bot lane still pushing in. That is a single fort so far. First, I am trying my hardest to communicate who has the advantages in these fights, but they keep turning these fights on a dime. Double turn-in is available for FF and the Pancakes. They've got to turn in before anyone sniffs it out, though. And double turn-in. That is a lot of pressure going into that bot lane. Unfortunately, mid and top are on their side of the map. This is definitely those... Like, I don't see how those forts survive.
Descend and destroy the blue team.
And here come the spiders! Living bomb getting spread to Nazebo. Trying to survive, keep the fort alive. Does go down. Top lane very much on their side of the side of FF at the moment. Probably still get this fort. They're actually going to get it uncontested. Leo! I just noticed that on the map. Dude was so far on the wrong side of the map, it wasn't even funny. This Web Weaver should go down in just a sneeze. And there it goes. That is all three forts down for blue team. They do have turn-in available. Looks like the Beyonce Gnolls not wanting to go after they turn in and try and shut it down. Instead doing a boss play. And they back up on it. Unfortunately, I don't think they realize the enemy team has a turn-in available. They may be able to stop it. And they're not able to. And that is the blue Web Weavers coming down. Another Ravenous Spirit Entomb combo. Warden's Cage goes out. Planet Cracker. Everything. People are pressing R and no one is dying. Grumpy Kitten in a bit of danger. Trapped in the zombie wall. Will manage to survive. Everyone managed to survive. All the ultimates on cooldown, and everyone survived. Unfortunately, that is a pretty major win for FF and the Pancakes, as they will be able to free clear 2 out of the 3 lanes. They will probably lose this fort, equalizing the map for the Gnolls. Johanna losing about half her health already. Maiev in a bit of danger. Does manage to get away, if only just. Very annoying Entombed, keeping anyone from going where anyone wants to go. That is the map about even for both sides. 20s in favor of the Gnolls. They want to fight right now, and there's not really much to fight over. Both teams are heading to the north side of the map. We might see a fight over this boss pit, but with 20 advantage, especially with this team comp, not going to be an ideal situation for the side of FF and the Pancakes. Hook goes out, not finding a target. And the Maiev does pop the Warden's Cage. Here comes the Planet Cracker. Tassadar goes down. No one's on the point. Big Buried Alive silencing 3 of the members. Leo in a lot of danger. There goes the Stukov with the Ravenous Spirit. Arcane Barrier is popped. FF and the Pancakes did decide to step onto the point, being the only team to decide to step onto the point after the boss died. And with 2 dead, without a Stukov, they might not be able to push. Fair amount of damage onto the Rhaegar. Maiev just trying to be a nuisance, buy some time. Mithril Mace is completed. It does look like it's going to be a keep going down. Buried Alive does find the Maiev. He's in a bit of danger, probably. Oh, does pop the double jump. Trying to stay alive and successfully doing so. Fortunately, the counter engage was not able to find any targets. I know, the complete and utter abandonment of the boss pit. It died and no one stepped on it. To be fair, once everyone realized it, the Warden's Cage was out, basically guaranteeing the boss for FF and the Pancakes. Turn-in is available for FF. Speaking of, big push to try and buy some time for the turn-in. Turn-in does happen for FF and the Pancakes. What was that about them never turning in? Turning in non-stop now. This Bruiser Camp should stall out the wave, keeping it from going too far onto the side of the Gnolls. However, top and bottom are very much on their side. Top is completely undefended, meaning that that's going to be pushing onto core. Not going to be a huge concern as long as they all stay alive. Not sure what the plan of FF is here. Just probably trying to buy some time. Looks like the aggression is going into the bot lane, but Stukov was not informed of that plan and does get buried alive and detonated. The rest of FF and the Pancakes trying to rotate up and help him out. Not really going to get much here with this turn-in. Yeah, they might get this keep. It'll be close. Yeah, and I doubt the top lane here is gonna... Yeah, no. Didn't even break the shield. The Gnolls will soon have turn-in available.
Gather their gems.
Mean Buffalo is apparently in prison. Welcome, by the way. Turn-in is available for the Gnolls. Once again, FF and the Pancakes deciding not to fight over the turn-in, especially since Stukov is dead, and just picking up a camp. Now, one thing of major note is both top and bottom here are pushed onto the side of the Gnolls, meaning the spider will probably lose over half its health before it even approaches the structures of FF and the Pancakes. And that's assuming no one does anything. This is really the only spider that needs to be answered by actual people. And it's gone. It's just gone. Like I said, so for those of you who don't know, the spiders actually have their health decay over time. So they're not really a major concern for FF and the Pancakes because of how far onto the enemy side of the map they were. On top of any other damage they take, they just decay with time. Like, look at the top lane here. That is not all from just the minions. There's no way that's all from the minions. Unfortunately, though, I'm missing a fight. And Stitches does go down the Warden's Cage and the Planet Cracker. That's new. Looks like 2 of FF and the Pancakes do go down. The Arcane Barrier does save Courtney. Did they change what this does?
Gather gems if you wish to be spared.
Planet Cracker's width increases 100% over 1.5 seconds. I thought that the 20 for Planet Cracker did something else. Like, I thought it was basically just a CDR. Boss is back already. I was wondering what they were doing here. Yeah, no, Boss is apparently back. FF and the Pancakes does not seem to sniff this out. Neither side has turn-in available, meaning this... Yeah, no, this boss is going to supplement the turn-in and put a lot of pressure into the top lane. This is a 23-minute boss, which means it has a metric ton of health. And unfortunately, I don't think FF and the Pancakes really have the ability to burn through that massive health bar and deal with enemy combatants. Black Hole does go out, finding only the Stitches yet again. Looks like the boss is going to be cleaned up. Big Buried Alive on 2 targets. There's the Ravenous Spirit. The leaps come out from the Maiev. Only the Stitches goes down. However, this boss is still... I was going to say more than half, but not really. Big push onto the Leo. Just trying to buy time. The double Ancestral does go off onto the Johanna. Boss does go down. A little bit of core damage hitting the core at this point. But it does not look like the Gnolls are ready to fully commit. Maybe now that the enemies are low health, though. Core's down to better parts of 2/3. Big Planet Cracker. Literally. Not finding any targets, though. Black Hole goes out yet again, not finding any targets. Ramsey very low. Buried Alive finding plenty of targets, but no follow-up. Core's below 30% now. And here goes the Gnolls, but is it going to be too late? 7, 5, 4, 1, and that is game number 3 for the Gnolls. Let me see about getting us an interview.
With EDZ.
Yeah, you guys did a pretty good job of slowing his stacking for sure. But once that level 10 hit, I was like, these combos are brutal. They are going to suck as soon as he's stacked. Sure enough, he got stacked.
Yeah,
People just got deleted.
We were really trying hard to ban out Courtney, honestly. Like, I saw, like, a really sick Orphea from their previous games.
Okay.
And I didn't win that. And then also, Stampy, you know, I didn't want to deal with the Zeratul or his Maiev, but I felt like the Zeratul would probably be the most annoying. So I tried to ban out that, and then I think Illidan we could have dealt with, maybe.
Okay, fair. So, I'm trying to remember. Oh, game 1. That draft was very off the wall. I'm very curious how you guys stayed chill with that much macro pressure, because they could just stall for days on the map.
I think we had pretty good macro too, though, right? Like we had like what do we have? Ragnaros, and we had Rexar that game.
No, they had the reg. You guys had Rex.
They had the reg.
We had Rexar.
Yeah,
we had Falstad.
Dome was on Falstad, yeah.
True. But still,
I think-
like, dealing with a Samuro Abbey with a Ragnaros to boot, that's gotta be stressful for you guys, right?
Well, I play a lot of Samuro, and I knew that we needed to like just either force a fight or just answer him, just never leave him like unanswered. So like I was well aware of like what he's trying to do.
Okay.
I knew like potential like scariness, you know, like. But I play a lot of Samuro, so I was like.
Com's doing a really good job at following him as well, though. I know that was probably stressful for Com to
Yeah, and
have
we
to
were
match him everywhere.
Yeah, that helped the global for sure.
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure.
and-
Yeah.
Comb went the Q stack quest, so he was stacking on Samurai.
I
Yeah,
think
chat
that
talked about that a lot.
I think that the Abathur Samuro made them really good at macro, but I think it kind of made them weaker at the objective.
Yeah.
I think we took that a lot.
That's true. I think every time we had an objective fight, we kind of dominated.
I mean, that's why you gotta trade when going for a comp like that and just trying to pull the rug out from under your opponents. But you guys kept your cool, and so you guys pulled it out.
Well, to you guys we did. Maybe not in comms.
Yeah.
You guys
Comms was a
certainly
different
looked
story.
like you kept your cool, that's for sure.
For sure. Yeah, it was fun though. It was good.
Yeah, no, I can't really think of anything else of note aside from the giraffes. Just the off-the-wall giraffes, and you guys managed to keep your cool and kept answering what was coming after you, so very
Well,
impressive.
I think it was also pretty good that we kept getting Joe like in game 1 and 3 because I noticed
True.
that I think that was like a pick they wanted, so it was good that we got it.
Mhm.
I don't know, it felt good.
So, yeah, I can't think. Oh, you guys had mentioned in the coin flip that this was a rematch. Was this something you guys were looking forward to, or just kind of something where it's like happy it
Well,
happened?
I think I'm the only one who actually remembers playing them. But so like our team, last season was our first season,
Okay.
and Ramsey and Combe were both in the team, but I don't think they got to play against them. I think they were my very first NGS match, and I think it was just me and they stomped us like really hard.
Okay.
So it was like I was like, whoa, what was that? That was crazy. But the captain, he's so nice. Zyguy, I don't know how to say his name, but
Yeah, I don't know either. I just kept calling him XY.
they're one of my favorite teams. So it was fun. I'm glad to have like taken the rematch.
Well, looks like it's 1-1. So maybe
Maybe we'll see him in the. So I don't know. Sometime we're kind of doing pretty bad this season, but I was like, maybe we'll see him in the finals, but I don't know.
I mean, I think
Nah.
with this win, you guys are mathematically able to make it if you like dominate all matches going forward. So I think
Alright,
this
that's
did
the plan.
secure your chance.
Sweet.
But with that, I will leave it for shoutouts.
Shout out to Erica for like killing the core. Or sorry, yeah, the for like taking down the core.
Mhm.
I feel like that was like so sick last game. It was so close.
I think we should shout out our sensei, our coach.
Oh yeah, dude! Shout out to Rock, dude. He's awesome. He's been our coach this season.
Yeah, he's been
So
helping a
nice.
lot.
So cool.
Thank you, Rock.
Yeah,
Thanks, Rock.
I second that. Thanks, Rob.
Any other shoutouts?
Our teammate Lysena, always hyping us up.
Yeah, Lysena.
He really is.
Who else is on our team?
Mean B.
Theo. Shout out to Mean B. Yep. I'm like dropping this.
And
Yeah,
thanks for
no.
casting.
Thank you. Thank you. Also, yeah, thanks for the casting.
casting.
You
yeah.
are very
That's
welcome.
right.
So, good luck in your future matches. And
Alrighty, thank you. Good
Thanks
luck
so much.
casting.
thanks.
I hope your internet makes it through.
Hopefully.
Yeah. All right. Thank you
Take
so
it
much.
easy.
You're
Thanks.
very welcome. See you guys around.
All right. Thanks.
Bye.
So, oh, thank you very much, GW Fergus, for the follow and welcome to the community. So, do not go away, as just because our cast is over does not mean the casts are over for the day. I am going to go ahead and find a NGS match to cast. If anyone has any preferences, you can go ahead and state them, as no one has redeemed points to guide the raid. So, I will give it another 40, 50 seconds for people to make any preferences they may or may not have. And yeah, thank you all for joining me. Actually, it looks like there's only one match going on. Never mind about that. I'm just gonna send us right over there. So, like I said, thank you all for joining me. I will see you all next cast.